Hi everybody, welcome back. It's been a long time since I made a video. I figured today I'd make a video about decluttering some makeup. Here's everything that I plan on getting rid of. I'll let you know what everything is. I do have a few of these Clinique lipsticks. My daughter actually gave them to me, but I don't use a lot of stick lipsticks, so I will be getting rid of all of the ones that she did give me. I do have several of the melted mattes from Too Faced. The problem is the smell is bad now, so I think they've all gone off from the collection. This was last 2 years ago collection, so I'll be getting rid of all the melted mattes. Here's another one. And here's another one of them. This one was my favorite though. I do have the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I loved it, but it doesn't smell right anymore, so I will be getting rid of this. I have this Anastasia gloss. I'm not a big gloss fan, very particular on which brands I do like, and this one just did not work out for me. This is an Alamar one. I did get this in a BoxyCharm. Again, it's a gloss, so I just don't use those very often, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. I love Pac-Man, so I thought maybe I would like this gloss, but this one just did nothing for me at all, so I will be getting rid of this. This one is the Tartiest. I got this one in a BoxyCharm also. It's not my favorite, so I will be getting rid of this. I have these two Galactic lip crayons. I just didn't like these. I did get these in either Ipsy or BoxyCharm. Here's a Becca one that I got in a BoxyCharm, and an Anastasia one that came in a set. Again, I just don't use them, so I'll get rid of them. This is the Cruella de Vil Pop Villains gloss. I was going to keep it just for Cruella, but it just is taking up space, and I need the space in my makeup, so I'll let this one go. I do have the Stila one, and this is a liquid lipstick. I thought that I could really make this color work, but it did not work well for me, so I'll let that one go. I do have this Iconic. It came in a BoxyCharm or Ipsy. It's just not something I use, so I will get rid of it. This is a Trustique crayon. It is pretty nice. It just doesn't stay on me well, so I will get rid of this one. This is a Buxom lipstick. That's the shade on the bottom. It's not that it's bad, it's just it goes all over and it bleeds really bad, so I will be getting rid of this one. This is a NARS lipstick. It's just not a shade that I would wear very often, so I'm going to go ahead and let go of it. This is a Huda Beauty gloss. This one is actually really nice, but as you can tell, it's starting to separate, so I will have to let this one go. This is a Buxom. It's just, this shade did not work at all for me. It looked like concealer on my lips, so I will be letting this one go. This Urban Decay one was part of the holiday collection. It has the bee on it. The shade just does not work for me at all. This is a Wet n Wild lipstick. I love this color. It is a repeat buy. I haven't even opened this one, but I have so many other ones. I'm just going to let someone else have this one so that it doesn't wind up going bad. This is a Becca lipstick. Both of these were from the Chloe collection. They're both of the reds from the collection. I like only liquid lipsticks that are super matte when I wear red, so I'll be letting these ones go. I do have a couple of the small MAC lipsticks that came in 2 years ago holiday collection. I do have the larger versions of these, so I will be letting these ones go. I have this Marc Jacobs lipstick. It's another color I'd rather if I wore it, it would be in a liquid matte lipstick. So I will be letting this one go. This is a Milani, and I am happy. It's not that it's a bad shade, it just pulls very orange on me, and I can't pull off orange lips very well, so I'll be letting this one go. And then this is a little Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine. This was my favorite shade, but it is pretty much empty and it's getting really goopy, so I'll be letting this one go. Next, I do have this L'Oreal Bronze Please. It's a pretty good bronzer, but I prefer a matte bronzer, and this one does have shimmers in it that just don't seem to work well with my aging skin. I have this Revolution one. This is in Cool, and I thought this one would work very well, but it actually is a little bit too light for my skin. I do have this Blush Please from L'Oreal. It just doesn't pull off right on me. It just looks like a whole bunch of sparkle with no actual color, so I'll be letting this one go. I do have the Pac-Man blush palette. There's nothing really too wrong with this one, it just doesn't show up very well, and I have a lot of other blushes that I turn to a lot more, so I'll be letting this one go. I do have the Rockateur blush from Benefit. I just kept trying with this one, really wanted it to work. I could not get this one to work for me, so I'll be letting it go. I do have this NARS, and those are the shades. They are pretty nice, but the light is too light for me, and the dark is actually pulling off too dark on me, so I will have to let this one go. I have this Wet n Wild highlighting bar. It is absolutely stunning, but I do have a lot of other highlighters that I do turn to more often, so I will be letting this go. I got this in my Ipsy. It is the Ofra Madison Miller palette. It's just, I have so many already that I had to pick and choose, and so this one is one of them that I will see if a friend wants. This is the Pro Glow palette by Tarte. I have not even used it, but I have so many other ones, I will be letting this one go. I got this in an Ipsy or a BoxyCharm, I'm not sure which, but it is the Suva Beauty eyeliner. I don't use the cake eyeliners, and I was really having a hard time trying to figure out how to use it, so I will be letting this go. And then I do have this NYX eyeliner, and I have a lot of the other colors. I prefer to put the pinks and the purples in my waterline. This one just didn't work out very well for color on my waterline, so I will let that one go. I do have this single shadow. It is by Ace Beauty. It is in the shade Cotton Candy. I did get this in BoxyCharm. I did keep the other shade. I can't remember what that one's called. But this one, I have a ton already in this shade in my palette, so I will let this one go. I I do have the Storybook Cosmetics Fairy Tales. This came in my BoxyCharm. These are the colors. I've only swatched this one. I've never actually worn it, but I have so many eyeshadows already that I had this one can just go. Someone else can hopefully get good use out of it because I know it would just go to waste in mine. This is the CoverGirl Peach Punch. I got this one because my peach palette from Too Faced did go out, and I thought maybe this would be a good dupe. This one just didn't perform the same, and I have a lot of other ones that I turn to, so this one can go. This is the Pac-Man Wet n Wild Collection eyeshadows. The colors are absolutely stunning when you look at them, but when you swatch them and go to use them, they barely show up, so I will be letting this one go, unfortunately. This is the Colored Rain Smoke Show. The colors are very pretty, but I don't do a lot of smoky eyes. I thought I could really get on with the green shade, but it didn't actually work out too well for me, and it just wound up where I looked more muddy, so I'm going to let this one go. I do have 3 Wet n Wild palettes. I have the Coffin Break, the In the Smoke, and the Not a Basic Peach. The Not a Basic Peach is pretty nice, but I do have other palettes that have exactly the same colors. These two are both part of the Halloween collection, and I thought that I would really enjoy them, but the formula is a lot different, so I will let these ones go because they did not perform all that well. I do have this Morphe palette that I did get in a BoxyCharm. It's very neutral, very basic, and I have a million other palettes with exactly the same colors, so I will let this one go. This one's kind of painful for me. This is the Lorac Mega Pro palette, the original one. I did get some use out of it, not a lot. As you can tell, it is used. The colors, though, I just like more dramatic, colorful looks. And this, I just couldn't pull off anything that really was ultra me. So I will let this one go. This is the Too Faced Natural Lust. This one in the packaging looks like it would be absolutely stunning and perfect for me. But again, the colors just did not show up very well. And I had the same issue with the other Too Faced palette that I had that was like this one. The Natural Love, I believe it was. And I also got rid of that one. And I think it's just these natural ones. I just don't think they're working out for me. So I'll let this one go. I do have the Young, Wild, and Cruelty-Free palette. Which is a lot more colorful. And it is very pretty, and it does smell very good. But I was keeping it just for these shades basically right here. And I do have those colors in other palettes, so I'm just going to go ahead and let this one go. I have teenage children, so I'm sure they will definitely get use out of this one. I do have the Tarteist Pro Remix palette. Now this one is extremely colorful. The problem I have is it doesn't have enough mattes in it to be able to make a full cohesive look. So I will let this one go. And I have a lot of other palettes with these colors. My favorites were the green and this purple here, but this purple here was more of a splash of color rather than very pigmented, so I'll let that one go. Excuse me. I do have the Just Peachy Mattes. I've had this one for quite a while, and it is a stunning palette. It was good for when I had to go to work. It was very neutral, so I could easily get away with it at work. It just does not smell right anymore, and I don't want to put it on my eyes. I'm sure by now it is very much off, so I will let this one go so I don't wind up with an eye infection. This is a Butter London palette that I did get in BoxyCharm. And it seems to be a nice palette, but it's just not me. So I will let this one go. This one is very painful for me to say. I do have this Viseart palette. It is a mini palette. The colors in here are pretty nice. It's just, I never reach for this one at all. I can't even say for sure why. But I'm going to let this one go to someone who will take better care of it. I do have the Game of Thrones palette. And it has absolutely stunning colors, but I've never actually used this one. And I don't know what it is that's keeping me from using it. So I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. I'm sure my kids will definitely take this one. I'm sure they will enjoy it. And I do have the Kat Von D Fetish palette. I'm not going to go into anything to do with anything except for I have a lot of other palettes. And this one, the colors just didn't come onto my eyes the way that I would have liked. Most of the time her formula is very nice, but this one just seems like it wasn't typical Kat Von D quality. So I'm going to let this one go. And I'm sure someone I know will definitely take this one from me. Okay, and that's my declutter for today. I plan on making another video here soon of some of my favorite makeup. Please subscribe to my channel and have a great day. Bye.